Well, this is horrible timing, isn't it? Hey folks, Deano here again. This time, finally, after some many delays, partly due to DCG Toys recalling them, and then not being able to find them for ages, and finally, now that they are re-released, I have in my possession DCG 003. Otherwise known as the standard base form Goku head. Now, the reason I am saying it is a really bad timing is twofold. One, because as of the time of this recording, Tamashii have announced a Cell Games base form Goku with the Games Begin body. And I'll be quite honest, the head and faces that come with that figure actually look really, really good. Like, for some reason, Tamashii do quite well when it comes to base form Goku, but when it comes to Super Saiyan Goku, they always make his eyes dead squished and things like that, and it never looks that good. But yeah, not only that, but literally today, as of this recording, I received this in the post, and now recast companies are doing these as well for half the price. So yay, go me. I think that's fate just giving me a kick up the bum, I believe. But yeah, that's not to take away from like the original version of this. It is still a really good release. So yeah, without further ado, let's get these off the turntable and take a look at the box. So yeah, in terms of the box, as it is completely surrounded by the various bodies that I'll be using this head on in this video. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as the Super Saiyan version in terms of the box, slightly different colour, but yeah, you will notice it's very, very similar to OC Toys branding, which, yeah, they're definitely linked in some way. I am just not sure how. Quite a lot of people have actually started like calling them OC Toys. This may just be like OC Toys' answer to Possessed Horse sort of thing. Possessed Horse is Demoniacal Fit's Headsculpt manufacturer. They haven't actually released any separately for a while, speaking of Demoniacal Fit, but yeah, same principle. But yeah, very, very basic box, and not a scratch on it, surprisingly. So yeah, let's take a look at what it comes with. So, in terms of everything that comes in the box, it is all laid out here nicely. So we get the base form head with this extra little hairpiece, which looks quite cool, but the way they've implemented it is a bit iffy, but we'll get back to that shortly. We have 4 faces, which is stern face, looking off to the side with the mouth slightly open face, angry, teeth gritted face, very angry actually, and yelling at the top of his lungs face. And yet, I have to say, these faces look really, really good. Like, I heard some people say they didn't look like Goku, and I have no idea where they're getting that from. The only real issues I'm having with them, with these specifically for some reason, is that they are quite glossy looking, which wasn't the case for the Super Saiyan versions, so I'm not sure if this is purely due to the fact that it's essentially a reissue or not. But yeah, they still look really good to me. They really do. This being companion piece to the Super Saiyan hair styles, this is clearly Goku on Namek post Super Saiyan transformation, so he's very serious and still very, very angry, as you can see. And yeah, once these faces are on the head, it's just a dead ringer for Goku from Namek. I'm sorry, it really, really is. We also get 3 neck peg adapters for putting into the head. I will not be using any of them on the head in this video. I'll be using the trusty old blue tack to fit them onto all the heads, but I will be testing these on the pegs themselves just to see if they fit okay. I think they do, because the Super Saiyan ones had no issue, but we will find out. But yeah, basically we have 2.0, 3.0, and Beast Deities / Kong Studios. So you can basically fit them on anything you wish. I will say right off the bat, if you are going to use this at any point on the upcoming Games Begin Goku or the base form Goku that's coming out, use the 2.0, because from what I've seen of the peg in that figure, it's very similar to a 2.0. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Personally, I'll be going 3.0, because this will be going on either my spare Legendary Super Saiyan Goku that's coming with the Best Selection release, or the other Demoniacal Fit Martialist Forever mold that I'm getting, the Super Saiyan one. But yeah, we shall find out. And I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to do it at this point, because with the new Cell Games base form Goku coming out, like, kind of scuppered my plans for the de facto base form Goku on my display, quite honestly. But yeah, I am not complaining. It's an amazing looking figure. So yeah. But yeah, let's get these off the turntable and start taking a look at what they look like on the bodies. So here we have all the bodies that we will be showcasing in this video. And from left to right, we have the original 1.0 Goku body. We have Saiyan Raised on Earth. We have Adult Daima Goku. We have Demoniacal Fit Martialist Forever. Legendary Super Saiyan. Beast Deities with an adapter peg for the 2.0. I do not know where the Beast Deities large peg has gone. I apologise. And finally we have the Black Hole Toys clone of Warrior Awakening, the event exclusive one. So yeah, for starters, let's see how the faces go on. Now, spoilers, I have already modified this. I heard some horror stories about the base form head in particular being sort of slightly misaligned, and the peg holes also being too small. And yeah, a bit of quick testing proved that to be the case. So yeah, if you are getting this head sculpt for whatever reason, I don't know what the recast will be like, whether there'll be a soft plastic or not. This is not. It is solid plastic, which I have no idea why they did it that way. It comes across very brittle and fragile. So yeah, just something to bear in mind. But yeah, very first thing you should do with this, if you got the original, is drill out these holes more. I went with a 3mm drill bit, just to bore out the hole a little bit. It doesn't affect the strength of this. It really should have been 3mm pegs from the get-go, because as you can see right here, when I pop this in, it's still a bit tight, but not to the point that I am worried about it breaking. But yeah, just definitely something to bear in mind with this set. It really is. I almost also want to drill out the pegs for the front bangs. They go in perfectly fine without the faces on, but when I pop the faces in, like so, I don't know if this is just on my copy, like it feels a little bit misaligned ever so slightly, but when I do that, there's a lot more friction with the top bang, so it takes a lot more effort to pop it in, and it's not even in all the way. I do not want to put it in all the way in case I can't get it back out. But yeah, just some things to keep in mind. I've no idea why they did it that way. The faces, speaking of, are a very hard, brittle feeling plastic as well, which is probably why a lot of people's pegs were breaking. Between the hard tolerances of the hair and the faces, yeah, just be incredibly careful. Speaking of things that are fragile, yeah, because of the hard plastic on this sort of a extra strand of hair here, even though it looks really, really good, it's incredibly fragile as well. So I think for the rest of this review, I'm going to pop it out. It is angled, so just make sure you get the angle properly on this, and it does pop in fairly easily. So yeah, I would almost recommend gluing that in place once you've got it in there, or even before you've put it in, because yeah, I don't trust that piece at all, which is why I'm thinking and hoping that the recasts will, one, have that piece pre-installed, and two, be a softer plastic. But yeah, enough of my ramblings on here. Let's start this, shall we? So, first off, we'll go from left to right. So we have the original 1.0 Goku right here. And yeah, that works really well. Like, I have a feeling it's going to be the same across the board. Like, in terms of looks, the faces are just that right sort of width that it will fit on all of these necks, no problem, and look fine. But yeah, 1.0, good start, really good start. In terms of 2.0, Saiyan Raised on Earth right here. This is Namek Goku, so figures that we would use Namek Goku. So before we do this, let's just try the 2.0 neck peg on here. No point trying it out on the 1.0 neck peg, it's too big, quite frankly. So this should, yep, pops in absolutely fine. There is lots of grip there, really, really good. I will also say these 3 adapter pegs are soft rubber. Why they didn't use that for the rest of the body or the rest of the head and faces, I don't know. But heyo. Next up, yeah, that looks really good actually. Like, really, really good. The skin tone is slightly off by the looks of it. You can see on camera, like, the skin tone is slightly darker for the faces than it is on the body. But then that is the case with most heads with the Saiyan Raised on Earth mold. It went with quite a strange colour for the skin tone. Yeah, nice. Next up, we have Daima Goku. And just to prove to you that this is essentially a 2.0 neck peg, we will try it with adapter A again. And yeah, that pops in absolutely perfectly. No issues whatsoever. If we try it with B, however, which is the 3.0 style, yeah, that doesn't pop in at all. So yeah, something to keep in mind. That'll probably be the same for Games Begin Goku as well. Let's see how this looks. And yeah, that looks good. I quite like how that looks actually on the Daima Goku. It gives the Daima Goku head or body. Can you tell it's late? This is the 3rd review I've done in the same day. Recorded, that is. Probably not go up in the same day, but yeah. Yeah, I really like how that looks on the Daima body. It gives a seriousness to, like, Daima Goku. So yeah, really, really nice. I like that. Popping that back here. Let's see. Martialist Forever, the one everybody will likely be using this head on for the foreseeable. So, just to prove, B 3.0 style. And yeah, that pops on. Not with as much force as the 2.0 style rather, but yeah, that does indeed pop on just fine. Just to see, will the 1.0 peg pop on at all? Or the 2.0, sorry. Just to see. I mean, it does. It still pops in. Just, there's obviously not as much to the peg adapter for the 2.0 as there is in the 3. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Just, you might be able to use the 2.0 peg adapter for all of them, except the Beast 80s one obviously, but the neck will be where you'll have some issues. And yeah, just as I thought, that looks absolutely perfect. Like, if the base form Games Begin Goku wasn't coming out, this would honestly be my de facto Goku on my shelf. The base form one. So yeah, definitely really, really nice. But we shall see what happens. Next up, Legendary Super Saiyan. The one this head is technically meant for. So let's see. And yeah, that works perfectly fine. Like, as I said before, the thickness of the faces on this mould really complements the bulkier bodies, but it still works with the smaller bodies, if that makes sense. So yeah, it works for them all, like, really does. Again, this should be the same peg style as Martialist River. So, yep, that pops on just fine. Absolutely fine. Right there. Put this back here. Next up, Beast 80s. See how this looks. Probably almost as good as Martialist Forever. Yep, just like that. Looks really good. For some reason, the skin tone actually works quite well in this body. I wasn't expecting that. This is one of my more awkward bodies to use. It usually doesn't work with anything because of the weird colour schemes that's going on. But yeah, that works quite well. I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, pop that off. And finally, the Black Hole Toys event exclusive Warrior Awakening. And yeah, again, that works completely fine. Like, no issues whatsoever with this head on any of these bodies. It's very, very compatible. It really is. But yeah, looks really, really good. Again, skin tone matches quite well with this body in particular. So yeah, really, really nice. So yeah, pretty much good to go, I feel. Let's just see. Oh, I didn't do the peg adapter for Warrior Awakening. Let's just see if it works. Like I said, no point doing it on the Beast 80s one because it's got an adapter peg in it anyway. But yeah, just fits absolutely perfectly as well. These adapters are really, really good. If only the rest of the head was as soft plastic. Let's just try it out with the 1.0, shall we? It should pop in. The 3.0 popped in, and this one is somewhere in between, so yeah, that works. That actually does work. Get your fingers out the way, Goku. There we go. So yeah, really, really good. I am very happy with this set, despite the fact that, like I said, there's a recast coming for it. So yeah, unless you really want to get the original version of this, I would quite honestly say just wait on the recasts. Like, I think they're already on the way out. Like, I'll probably do a news video at some point, when the recasts reach AliExpress. That's a really nice face as well. Yeah, once they reach AliExpress, because they're only on Zanyu now. But yeah, they're doing quite a few different colours. Like, they've got the standard 4. They also have mix and match with like battle damage faces, but standard base form head, or standard blonde hair with non-battle damaged. But yeah, they're also doing Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Rosé, which doesn't come with the sort of earring for Goku Black, but it's cool that they're doing it. It's a really nice face as well. Actually, I love how they're doing the same sort of thing that WoW Super Action Studio did with their faces, like blanking out the eyes to make it look as if he's blindingly angry, not just shouting. Yeah, really nice. But yeah, where was I? They're doing Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Rosé, and they're also reusing this base form for Ultra Instinct as well, and God, Super Saiyan God. They're doing quite a few, which is very, very surprising, honestly. Not sure how many AliExpress themselves will end up stocking. Once Treasure Toy Wholesale Store or El Surprise Toy Wholesale Store gets them, I will of course add links. But yeah, in the meantime, these are still really good. Like, the originals are nothing to be sniffed at, especially the Super Saiyan ones. You just have to be very careful with the tolerances on them. So yeah, guys, that'll do it for this review. Links will be in the description to purchase your own, if you so choose. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And until next time, guys, I'll see y'all later.